Hey, I'm Q Paul, and welcome to lesson 31 in our series. And by the way, that's Linda down there with the stop sign. Today I'm going to be teaching you the present progressive in Spanish. Don't let the English grammatical terms scare you. This is going to be super easy. You're going to learn how to translate sentences like, I'm looking for my shoes, and I'm studying. Now here's the construction we'll be using. You'll see a familiar verb there, estar, which means to be. We've been using that verb throughout this entire course. The only thing that's going to be new with this construction is how to make a present participle, meaning the ing ending, out of the second verb. Oh, and don't worry, that whole ing part is going to be super easy. But before we do that, here's a quick reminder of the conjugations of the verb estar in the present tense. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, están. Now let's talk about how to translate the ing part. That's the dancing, singing, that kind of thing. The first thing we want to look at is what kind of verb is it? When it's unconjugated, does it end in an AR, ER, or IR? Take a look at this. Let's make this thing even easier and put ER and IR in the same category. So really, we're only looking if it's an AR verb or ER and IR, because they're going to be conjugated exactly the same way. Let's start with AR verbs. All we do is drop the AR and replace it with ando. That's the ing. So confirmar, to confirm, would be confirmando, confirming. Reservar, reservando. Verificar, verificando. It's that easy. And in case you didn't notice, those were all verbs created with your TION-CION cognate trick. Remember that one? The thing you learned way back in the beginning of this Spanish series? Still coming in handy. Here are a few examples to show you how this works. Estoy confirmando la reservación. I am confirming the reservation. ¿Estás reservando una mesa? Are you reserving a table? Juan está verificando la información. Juan is verifying the information. See, wasn't that super easy? We're going to be doing more AR verbs in just a moment, but first, I want to show you how to do the ing part for verbs ending in ER or IR. Now, if your verb ends in ER or IR, and it's regular, we'll talk more about that in a second, you're going to drop those endings and just put yendo. Here are a few examples. Comer, to eat. Comiendo, eating. Correr, to run. Corriendo, running. Abrir, to open. Abriendo, opening. Let's go ahead and throw those in some sentences. María está comiendo. Maria is eating. Juan y Julio están corriendo. Juan and Julio are running. Estoy abriendo la puerta. I am opening the door. And that's how you do it with regular ER and IR verbs. Now you're probably asking yourself, what's an irregular one? Well, we're going to dedicate the entire next lesson to just that topic. For the rest of today's lesson, though, we're going to bounce back to AR verbs because they don't do any of that craziness. They're super easy. And for the rest of our lesson, we're going to be practicing with this verb, buscar, which means to look for. And here's an example that I say quite often. I am looking for my keys. Estoy buscando mis llaves. Here's a few you can try on your own. I recommend you stop the video and write them down, and then when you're finished, go ahead and hit play. Maria is looking for her car. Are you looking for your shoes? I'm looking for the store. Let's see how you did. Maria is looking for her car. María está buscando su carro. Are you looking for your shoes? ¿Estás buscando tus zapatos? I'm looking for the store. Estoy buscando la tienda. You should have something similar to those. I want to talk a little bit about how we use this construction with direct object pronouns. You remember those? That's the me, te, lo, la, nos, los, las. Basically how we're translating it, her, him, that kind of thing. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. I want to translate this sentence. Maria is looking for it. Now, the word it refers to her car, which is a masculine noun. Just in case you don't remember the direct object pronouns, here they are again. In the sentence we're trying to translate, we're going to look for car, which is a masculine singular noun, so we're going to use lo. Now, if you don't remember any of your direct object pronouns, you really need to go back and look at those lessons again. And you might want to take a screenshot of this particular frame. You're going to have two options where to place your direct object pronoun, and really it's just personal preference. You can put it before the conjugated verb, which is always going to be the estar, or estoy, estás, or you can attach it to the present participle, which is the ing, or the ando. Go ahead and try these two on your own. I'm looking for them. Them refers to shoes, zapatos. And Juan and Carlos are looking for it. And it refers to a letter, carta. You should have something similar to what's on the screen. I'm looking for them. Los estoy buscando. Or estoy buscándolos. Juan and Carlos are looking for it. Juan y Carlos la están buscando. Or Juan y Carlos están buscándola. Well, that's it for today. As usual, I encourage you to go out there and practice your Spanish as much as possible. My suggestion for today is to just stick with AR verbs until you get a chance to look at the next lesson, which we're going to talk about the regular and irregular ER and IR verbs. I know, it sounds pretty exciting, huh? All right, hasta luego.